Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So in today's video we are going to be doing our final video from the Isle of Wight, and today we are at Newport Carnival Ground, I think is the name of the area that we're in. This is a boot fair that we visited last year, and it was a really good boot fair for me. So before, as you can see, I've got all the car packed up, ready to go. But before we head back to the mainland, I wanted to do this. So I've organised the ferry for a bit later, so that we're able to come here. The way that this boot fair works is buyers in from 8:30, sellers are allowed in from 7:30. So looking at the field at the moment, it is really packed. A lot of sellers all set up ready to go, and yeah, really looking forward to this. I will admit, I don't think I got a lot of games when I was here last year, but I will say the Saturday boot fair, which you probably saw in the last sort of out and about video on the Isle of Wight, I didn't actually pick up anything there last year. So I picked up some good games, so fingers crossed I'm able to find sort of a couple of bits. But yeah, so yeah, I think I've got about half an hour before they open the gates, and yeah, so I'm going to get everything set up, and then yeah, we'll go out and see what we can find.
She's tight. No, it's there, isn't it? Yeah, but then that's the way we were brought up.
You alright? How much do you have in your games?
Quid each.
How much?
Quid each.
Quid each, yeah. What about the guitar?
3 quid.
3 quid.
I think it's missing the back on it, but it still works.
Quid.
It's not got the bit.
Right.
It's all good.
You got a dongle for it?
Ooh, don't think so. Probably somewhere, but
Thank you.
I'm not sure where.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, 2 quid. Yeah, one of those things, she really wanted it, but never used it. Yeah, that's what she go for originally, but yeah, gave up with that after a week.
Yeah. What about your Game Boy games?
Quid as well.
Quid each, yeah?
Yeah.
Still got your Game Boy.
Yeah, something.
Do you do 20 quid for all the games?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so sorry, I'm deaf as a post. There you go.
Awesome.
Cheers. There you go. I'll do the guitar as well.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. How much do you have any games?
50 pence each.
50 each, yeah? Yeah, I'll grab all them. So 6. Sorry. There you go. All right, thank you. You alright, mate? Let's have any games.
What are you looking at? You know, yeah, I'll probably take a couple of quid on each of those.
Couple of quid?
Yeah.
What'd you do for the whole lot?
I need 5 for that, without a doubt.
Right.
If you want the lot, I'll probably do the lot for 10.
Yeah, go on, I'll do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. There you go, mate.
Okay.
Cheers. Yeah, mate, what did you have on your games?
Say that again?
How much did you have on your games?
Just a couple quid each, really.
Yeah.
We put a couple together as a deal with me.
Brilliant.
Happy days.
That's gonna be no.
Mate, you alright?
Alright, I've got 6 there.
Right, what, a couple quid each? What, 8 quid?
Yeah, that'll be fine. What have you got on your Wii?
Well, I said, well, you can either sell it, buy it as the Wii, or the whole bundle. So the Wii's got a tenner, and
Yep.
then the bundle would be 20 quid. Is that a lot?
I'll do the Wii for a tenner. But yeah, the board's not really worth anything.
No, that's the thing.
The amount of times I go out and people just give me the board. There you go. So 18 total, yeah?
Cool. I'll give you a couple of pound change. These all Japanese imports, these ones.
That's fine. I've got a PSX sitting at home waiting to be used, so.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Cool.
Fantastic.
No nie powiedziała, że z nim jedzie. A to z kim w ogóle jedzie? Nikt się podobnie nie mówi.
Yeah, mate, let's have on them.
I'm there.
How much for the books? Make it off, mate.
How much, sorry?
Make it off.
Do £1 for both? Yeah? There you go. Cheers, mate. Okay, so now we're back from the boot fair. It's finally time to go through everything that we managed to pick up. And yeah, I have to say, really happy with what I managed to pick up at the Isle of Wight boot fair. I mean, in total, we've got about 37 games that I managed to pick up. Some are doubles, but others are ones that I'm really happy to add to the collection. So diving straight in, because I'm going to be very quick fire today because of the amount that we've got. The first lot that we're going to go through is the tub of games that we got from that first seller. And the first load of games that we've got, I'm actually going to show them all off together because I wasn't able to get gameplay footage for them. And that is all of the Guitar Hero and Rock Band games. So there are a whole raft there. We've got Guitar Hero 2, 5, Rock Band 3, and then a load of the sort of the add-on packs. So we've got Guitar Hero Metallica, Greatest Hits, Aerosmith, Van Halen, all of them absolutely brilliant pickups, and some of them are actually worth really good money. So just looking at the list that I've got here, Metallica goes for £10 on eBay. Greatest Hits goes for £15 at CEX, £14 on eBay. What else we got? I know there was one that was really good. Van Halen goes for £14 on eBay. Aerosmith goes for £11 on eBay. So the add-ons were the ones where the real money was from. I'll go through what I paid for this whole lot at the end. Then next up, getting into some of the actual games that I haven't got in the collection, but this next one I have actually got in the collection, but I am going to keep this copy, and that is Disneyland Connect. So I wasn't actually able to get any footage of playing this because my games room isn't big enough for me to set up the Connect. But I did try, it just didn't work. But I have already got this on the 360, but the copy that I've got is sealed. So I'm probably going to keep this, because then if I ever do want to play it, I can keep the other version sealed. That goes for £2 on CEX, £3 on eBay. Then one game that I did want to pick up, and I was really glad. I think it was one of the ones that I did pull out before I actually made the offer on everything, and that was Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. So I've got the normal version of Red Dead Redemption, but didn't have the Game of the Year Edition. Actually, say that, I've got both the normal version and Zombies. I just didn't have this one. This was one of the ones that I wanted to get. What's even better is it is complete. It's got all the maps, all the instructions, both discs, and yeah, really chuffed with that. That is a really good pickup. £20 at CEX, £17 on eBay. So yeah, an absolutely amazing pickup with that one. Then we've got Just Cause 2, the classic version. I will admit, I think the Just Cause games are really good. I think I really got into Just Cause 3 when it came out. And yeah, that was a game that I think I played it through to completion as well. So yeah, really good game there. Was it £150 at CEX, £3 on eBay. Ghost Recon 2, Tom Clancy Advanced Warfighter. So I've got a fair few of the Tom Clancy games. This one was not one I already had in the collection. I think I've got Ghost Recon 1, but didn't have the second one. So added that in to sort of build up the full set. That goes for £1 at CEX, £3 on eBay. Then we're going to do the next two together, and that is Elder Scrolls 5 and 4. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, that's the 5th anniversary edition. So I think that actually come with an extra DVD. It was 2 discs, but it's got the manuals, it's got the maps, it's got everything. So yeah, really chuffed with that. Surprised that I think I've got Oblivion normal version, but I haven't got the 5th anniversary, so that's one of the reasons why I'm keeping that. And then with Skyrim, I haven't actually got the version that's set up for Connect, so that was the reason for keeping that one. Next up, we've got an absolutely amazing game, and I remember this coming out on Games with Gold, and I immediately played it as soon as I got it installed, and that was Dishonored. So a Bethesda and Arcane Studios game. So an absolutely brilliant game, and yeah, one that I haven't actually completed it, so I probably will get it in and actually run it through to completion. Dishonored goes for £1 at CEX, £3 on eBay. Next up, we've got Mortal Kombat. So I love my fighting games. Mortal Kombat is the absolute legend of the series, of the fighting game genre. Obviously second place to Street Fighter, but still it's definitely got its place in history. Mortal Kombat goes for £12 at CEX, £15 on eBay, so that was another really good pickup. Then we've got Sonic the Hedgehog 06, very controversial game, shall we say, because of the ending. I thought it was alright. It's, as I say, I am not a big fan of the 3D Sonic games. Never have been. I'm very much sort of 2D Sonic, and every 3D Sonic game that I've played, just haven't enjoyed. So yeah, this one, very much like that. I will say it's probably the better out of the 3D ones that I played. because of it being, from what I've played so far, it's like an open world bit. Didn't actually get into any of the levels. But yeah, that goes for £10 at CEX, $3.50 on eBay. One Sonic game that I did enjoy actually was Sonic Generations. So yeah, I've seen sort of various people playing this over the time, and I actually really enjoyed this purely because it's got a 2D Sonic level. So yeah, with Sonic Generations you actually flip between sort of old and new Sonic. So old Sonic plays on sort of more 2D sort of levels, new Sonic plays on 3D levels. And yeah, I thought it was a really good concept and actually a good idea for to expose people to both sides of Sonic. So yeah, that was really good. Goes for £8 at CEX, £9 on eBay. And then actually this is a game that I wanted to play. Now this has got, I think, mostly negative reviews. Don't think a lot of people actually enjoyed this one. But Walking Dead Survival Instinct. So this is a sort of first-person shooter type game, and you basically take the role of Daryl. Now this is sort of Daryl before he gets involved in the main Walking Dead series. And yeah, from what I've played of it so far, really enjoyed it. It's definitely one that I want to put a bit more time into. But yeah, as soon as I saw this in the box, it was one of the ones that I was going to pick up. So Survival Instinct goes for £6 at CEX, £3 on eBay. Then we've got Puss in Boots Connect. I haven't played this one as well. I didn't realise at the time it's actually an NTSC game, so I haven't actually got any Xbox set up for playing NTSC games yet. But yeah, it's a Puss in Boots game. That's all I can really say. Don't really, as I say, haven't played it, haven't seen anything about it, so don't really know too much. Puss in Boots goes for £6 at CEX, £3 on eBay. Obviously, that would be the PAL version. Then next up, we've got Fallout, but not Fallout 3, because once I actually got home and opened it up, realised that it's actually Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to try and track down the cover art for Ultimate Edition, and then I can get that put into the collection, because it's got the manual, it's got both the discs, it's all ready to go. It just hasn't got the cover. So yeah, I'm going to try and track down the cover for that one. If it was complete with the cover, you'd be looking, wasn't actually listed at CEX, it goes for £20 on eBay. Then we move on to, I've got a couple of original Xbox games in here as well. So first off, we've got Shadow the Hedgehog. Once again, I played this briefly, but for me, this falls into the 3D Sonic realm. And yeah, just couldn't get on with it. That goes for £6 at CEX, £10 on eBay. And then actually, one of the surprise pickups in this box for me was the Lord of the Rings exclusive adventure pack. So this is a limited edition double pack that comes with Lord of the Rings Third Age and Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Yeah, I saw it in there, didn't really think too much of it because I know the Lord of the Rings games don't really sell for a lot, but this one actually does. So on CEX this is listed for £20 and on eBay it goes for about £35. The only problem with it is that the Third Age game doesn't actually have a manual. But when I was sorting through some games, I actually found a tatty old manual. So I might actually look to put that in there just so that it's in there. But I also might I'll keep my eye out for a better quality one. So yeah, that was a good pickup. Then we've got a couple of other bits. So first off, we got a DS game, but it wasn't. It's not actually Dora Saves the Mermaids. It's actually a game called Rainbow Island. Rainbow Island Revolution. Once again, don't know anything about the game, but it goes for about £5 on eBay. Haven't got a CEX price because it is only cart only. Then we also got a PC game. So it's the Sims 3 starter pack. It's actually 3 games in one. Unfortunately, it is missing one of the discs. It's missing the late night disc. So I'm going to try and track that down so I can make this complete. I will say I've been finding Sims games quite often at the boot fairs, so you'll probably start seeing them sort of in future boot fair videos that are coming up. But yeah, I saw this was in the box, really didn't sort of seek it out, so yeah, that's good. But if it was complete, what have we got? No, I couldn't find a price for that one actually at all anywhere. Then as well, we've got 3 more titles out of this box that are actually going to go in the collection, and they're all Game Boy Advance games. So the first one that we've got is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. These are all cart only, by the way. So yeah, I will admit I was actually pretty impressed with this game. And I have to say, of the Game Boy Advance games that I got at the Isle of Wight, I was actually pretty impressed with all of them. Obviously, as I've said before, I am playing them on the Game Boy player on my GameCube, so that might make them look a bit better. But equally, I thought they were all really good. So yeah, we've got Harry Potter, and I'm actually watching a couple of box onlys for this game, so I might actually pick up the box and manual so that I can actually have a complete version. But as cart only, this goes for £5 on eBay, nothing listed on CEX. Next up, we've got Star Wars: The New Droid Army. Yeah, I think I got this one confused. So on the last video we picked up Star Wars Episode 3, or did we? No, I think I got that one right. That was a side-scrolling sort of beat 'em up. I'll be honest, I can't actually remember how this played. You are seeing the footage at the moment, but yeah, I can't actually remember about that. So that probably speaks volumes about the game if you can't remember. That one goes for £5 as well on eBay. And then the last one that we picked up, I actually got a free case. So this one is Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. And once again, can't remember what sort of game that was. It was a couple of weeks ago that I actually played these games, but yeah, once again, can't really remember it. But it goes, that one's actually the most expensive out of the Game Boy Advance games, so that goes for £6 on eBay. And then out of that box as well, there was a few doubles that we got. So I'm not going to do sort of close-ups of these. I'll probably just do an overall shot. So we've got Batman Arkham Origins, Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero 3, another copy of Guitar Hero 5, Guitar Heroes Warrior of Rock, Rocksmith, Connect Sports Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Collection, Harry Potter Connect, and Connectimals. So yeah, a load of games there. And there are actually some there that are worth a good amount of money. Probably Batman Arkham Origins is probably the most expensive across both eBay and CEX at £8. But for that whole box, so all of the Xbox 360 games, the original Xbox games, and the Game Boy games, we paid £20. So absolutely brilliant. Really, really chuffed with that. Yeah, I just basically said, what do you want for the lot? I got to the point where I didn't want to go through them anymore. Just said, what do you want for everything? I think I chucked him out an offer of 20 quid. He was like, yeah, fine, brilliant. And I have to say, really, really chuffed with everything that we've got, especially the value of some of the games that we are adding to the collection. But before I left that seller, I did actually pick up something else as well. And this is actually something that I pick up quite often for resale. But I actually decided, you know what, I'm going to grab this and actually add it into the collection so that I've got it to hand. And that is the Guitar Hero Live guitar. So yeah, I've been picking up, I pick up Guitar Hero games, Rock Band games and all that all the time. But I haven't actually got a guitar to play it. So I saw this, they normally sell for about 17 to 20 quid whenever I resell them. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to just get this, keep it. It is missing the battery cover on the back and doesn't have the dongle. Now, I nearly fell off my chair when I looked at how much the dongles were. So yeah, I am going to hold out to see if I can find a dongle at a boot fair or somewhere like that. But yeah, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to grab it, keep hold of it, and then we've got it in the collection. Paid £3 for that. Goes for £3 at CEX and about £18 on eBay. So yeah, not too bad there. So next up, we're going to go into some of the heavy hitters that I managed to pick up. And yeah, I managed to get 3 bundles of both PS4 and Xbox One games. And yeah, I'm really chuffed with the games that we picked up. So the first bundle that we got, I actually got each of the games for 50p each. And yeah, went up to the store, saw the stack there, and I was like, oh, what do you want? What are you after for your games? And they were like, oh, 50p each. Like, I'll have the lot. Whether I've got them or not, I'll just take the lot. So I mean, it worked out £3 for the lot. And then the first game that was on there was Grand Theft Auto 5. So yeah, an absolutely mammoth pickup, because that one goes for £18 at CEX, £9 on eBay. So automatically it would pay for the whole lot. It is complete, apart from it is missing the map, but other than that, it's all there. Now I do actually have a copy of this. I've actually got a sealed copy on the PS4, so I'm probably going to chop that into CEX, because what I'm actually doing is I'm putting a pile of games together to chop into CEX to actually try and get some of the more expensive games that I want for the collection. And the game that I'm actually going to be heading for is going to be Pokemon Gale of Darkness on the GameCube. So it runs about sort of $2.25 at CEX. So yeah, I think at my last count I was at just over £100 in voucher credit for CEX. So yeah, I'm going to push forward. But yeah, games like this that I've already got that are worth chopping in, I'm probably going to just chop into CEX instead of trying to sell them on eBay. Then next up, we've got Lego Avengers. So this was one that I actually picked up with my PS4. And what was, it was kind of a funny way that I picked it up, because I wasn't going to pick it up originally. But when I was actually picking up my PS4 pre-order at Game, the guy that was there was like, oh, do you want this? We're selling it for, I think it was like £10 or something like that. And if you don't want it, you can go and chop it into CEX for 20 quid. So yeah, it was really bizarre. But yeah, I got it, added it into the collection. And yeah, I actually had it sealed for probably about 2-3 years. And I think one of my nephews come over and he was playing it. He wanted to play it, so I then just unwrapped it. But yeah, I've already got this in the collection. Don't think it goes for too much. It goes for £8 at CEX, £5 on eBay. So I might be able to chop that in for a couple of quid. Next up, one that I haven't actually got in the collection, and that is the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition. So this is the one that would come with the Modern Warfare 3 remaster. Now, it's not on the disc, it is a download only. But I do already have it because it was released with PS Plus a little while ago, so I can actually play that. But yeah, I haven't got this version. I've got Infinite Warfare, and I think I might have the standalone version of Modern Warfare 3 as well. But yeah, don't have the combined pack, so I'm going to keep hold of that. That one, where are we? £5 at CEX and eBay. Then another one I'm going to be keeping because I don't have it in the collection is Mafia 3. So I think I've actually got this on the Xbox One already. But yeah, yes I have, I can see it there. But yeah, don't have a copy on the PS4, sorry, not PS3. And yes, so I'm going to keep that. It's an alright game, I've played it a couple of times. But yeah, it's not Rockstar, is it? No, it's 2K, but feels very Rockstar when you're playing it. So Mafia 3 goes for £5 again at both CEX and eBay. Next up, we've got FIFA 18 Ronaldo Edition. Once again, already got this. I've got a good collection of the PS4 FIFA games. This one goes for £1 at CEX, £3.50 on eBay. And then the last game that I got in this bundle was UFC 2. Once again, another game that we've already got in the collection. but I actually say I really enjoyed when I played this. Never really played any of the UFC games before, but when I played this, really enjoyed it. So that goes for £10 at CEX, £5 on eBay. So hopefully that's another one that I can chop in for a good voucher, some good voucher credit. And then we actually move on to our next pickup, which was another PS4 bundle. So yeah, I actually got this with something else as well, which we'll go to in a minute. But yeah, for the PS4 games, what did I pay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about £8 I think I paid for these. Just looking at, I've got them all split out at £1.60 each. So the first one that we've got was actually one of the ones that I saw in the box and wanted to pick up. So it was Motor Racer 4. And yeah, the reason I wanted to pick it up, it's not one that I had in the collection, not one I've seen before either. And yeah, I was actually pretty impressed with this. I'm not a massive fan of bike racing games, but I have to say I actually really enjoyed this. I know I probably played a couple of races while I was capturing footage for it. But yeah, really enjoyed that, and one that I'm actually looking forward to sort of just casually playing whenever time comes. So as I say, paid £1.60 for that. Goes for £6 on CEX, £12 on eBay. And then we've got Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. So this is one that I've played. I've played the Uncharted games sort of on and off very briefly. Never played any of them through. But I have to say, I think what put me off was I played Uncharted 2 on the PS3 years and years ago, and just couldn't click with it. But I will say, picking up the Uncharted games now, I actually do enjoy playing them. I've gone back and I've played sort of Uncharted 2 a couple of times, and yeah, really good. This one, I actually thought it was really good, the bit that I played. Once again, I played a lot more than 10 minutes, probably close to an hour I was playing it for. So yeah, really good, and definitely one that I'm going to be picking up again. But I do already have it in the collection, so this one is probably going to get chopped in, because where have we got it? £4 at CEX, £5 on eBay. So no, I'll probably keep hold of that one. It probably won't be worth chopping in. One that I don't have, and no footage because that's the rule on the channel, WWE 2K16. Yeah. I think this was one of the ones. No, it's not. It's 2K17 that I was playing on the Xbox. But yeah, not a big fan of wrestling games, but I don't have it in the collection, so I am going to put it in. Alright, this next game is a bit problematic because technically I don't have it in the collection, but technically I do. And that is Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour. Now, the reason that I say I do and I don't have it in the collection, because I've actually got it, I actually got it about 2 months ago at a boot fair pickup, but the boot fair video hasn't actually released yet. So yeah, I do already have it, but yeah, so this one, what am I doing with this one? Yeah, I'm probably going to chop this one in, because as I say, I do already have a complete copy in an upcoming video. So I think it's actually might be in a video that I'm going to film this afternoon. So it'll be within the next sort of 4 or 5 weeks that video will drop. But yeah, it was in the bundle, so I just decided to pick it up. Goes for £8 at CEX, £7 on eBay. So yeah, should get some alright credit for that one. And then the final game that I got, once again, already got it in the collection. This is one of the little ones' favourite games, apart from Minecraft, and it is Lego Infinity. So it is the 3.0 version. As I say, already got it in the collection, so yeah, not going to be keeping hold of that. But it doesn't sell for a lot either, so yeah, probably bundle that in if I ever get a PS4 console to sell. Because yeah, not listed on CEX, but actually say that it goes for £9 on eBay, so yeah, I might look to stick it on eBay. And that is it for the PS4 games. So next up, we actually got a bundle of Xbox One games as well. So I'm just going to grab them because they're off to the back. So what do we get? We got 2, 4, 6 games in this bundle, and it works out at 60p each. So I think that was what, 120, 240, 360 that we paid for these. I probably had these bundled in with something else as well, and I think actually I did, because I think that's the next game, the next thing I'm going to be showing. So the first game that we've got is Elder Scrolls Skyrim. This is the special edition on the PS1, the Xbox One. Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't put any time into this. We've already got it in the collection as well, so this is actually a double. It's not going to be worth doing anything with, because it goes for £5 at both CEX and eBay. But yeah, I think, yeah, it's not complete, doesn't have the map, but yeah, I will probably hold on to that. If I get another Xbox One console to sell, then I'll probably just bundle it in with that. And then this next game actually was the game that made me sort of want to buy the games from this seller, actually, not realising that I can't play it, and that is Battleborn. So I'd seen the name, obviously the artwork looked quite good. Didn't realise at the time that it was an online game, and that the servers actually shut down in January 2021. So yeah, I'm about 2 years out of date for this. But what I actually thought was really good was it actually did come complete. So it had the character cards. The character cards pack is brand new and sealed. But yeah, it's essentially a coaster, because you can't play it. I put it in, spent about an hour installing it, and yeah, once you got into the game, tried to load to the main menu and just wouldn't do anything. So yeah, a bit of a shame with that one. But it actually still is on sale everywhere. So CEX do it for £2.50, and on eBay it goes for £2. So yeah, surprised that it's still being listed at CEX. And then the next game that we've got is once again another online game, but this is from a series that I have complained about quite a lot on the channel, so I'm not going to get into a little rant about this today, and that is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So unlike the other Call of Duty games, this doesn't have a single player option. It is exclusively online and exclusively multiplayer only. So yeah, I did once again sit there, wait for it to install on the Xbox One, or sorry, my Series X. I think it took about an hour and a half to install, and then just as it finished installing, I was like, wait a minute, isn't this the one that's online only? And then once I got into it, realised it was online only, and yeah, just come straight out of it. I've had my time trying to do Call of Duty online, and I've got no interest in getting back into that. But that one goes for £12 at CEX, £9 on eBay. We don't currently have it in the collection, so I'm going to keep hold of it, and then add it into the Xbox collection. And then the next game we've got is one that I have got in the collection, but I've actually got a special edition version of it. I haven't got the standard version, so I'm going to keep hold of this one as well. And that is 2016's Doom. So when this was released, I immediately got it, played it, absolutely loved it. And yeah, it's another game that I'm just really enjoying playing. I will say, when I was capturing the footage for this, I don't know what was going on with it, but the lighting levels in it were absolutely atrocious. I think I turned the gamma up and everything, but the sort of like my character was just completely in silhouette, and even the enemies and that were all in silhouette. There was like a mist sort of across everything. It was absolutely awful. Now I don't know whether that was because it was still installing and hadn't actually installed those assets, so it was letting you play it in silhouette so that you could play it. But yeah, it's not how I've played it before, and it was just awful to play, so I didn't play it for too long. But yeah, it is one that I'm happy to have in the collection. As I say, I do have the special edition version, but yeah, just wanted the standard edition as well, so then it can go next to my Doom Eternal that we got from CEX when we were on the island as well. So Doom goes for £3 at CEX, $3.50 on eBay. So yeah, really happy to have that. Then we've got another copy of FIFA 18 Ronaldo edition. Yeah, once again, I didn't actually, I will admit, didn't have this version in the collection, so happy to get it, because yeah, I like to get the runs of the FIFA games. I don't really play them too often, but I do put them in every now and then. So yeah, I got that. That was one that I was missing in my Xbox One run, so yeah, happy to have that. Once again, doesn't go for too much. £1 at CEX, £5 on eBay. And then the last game that we got was Star Wars Battlefront 2. So we've got Star Wars Battlefront on the Xbox One, but I haven't actually got Battlefront 2. So yeah, really happy to add that in. I played it for a bit. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, I think with everything that's gone on with the Battlefront games, it's really sort of taken the shine off them for me. So yeah, not too bothered about playing them. And then we've got a couple more bits that we picked up. So I believe this come from the same seller as the Xbox One games, or it might have been the no, it was the second bundle of PS4 games that I got this, and it was a black Nintendo Wii with the Wiimote and the Joy-Con as well. I've got the Joy-Con down the bottom there. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. So the console has got an error with the display output. It'll basically keep flashing and breaking up. I've seen online that could be due to the display chip going faulty. I have cleaned the ports out, everything like that. It doesn't fix it. So yeah, potentially this is going to be a parts machine. And then with the Wiimote, it's got corrosion on the battery terminals, but I can easily fix that. I'm not sure. I think I've got a black Wiimote. If I haven't, then I'll get that repaired and get that added into the collection. But if I have, then I'll probably look to sell that on somewhere. And then I'm actually missing something. No, I'm not. It's just here. So attached to the Wiimote was also a black Motion Plus adapter. So I've got one of the white ones, but don't have a black one. So this is going to be, I'm going to keep hold of this, add this into the collection. So the Motion Plus adapter goes for £5 at CEX, £9 on eBay. And then the other thing that was in there as well was when I powered the console on, did get a bonus game. So there was a game inside it. And that was Donkey Kong Country Returns. So I've actually got already got this on the Wii. I think this was one that I actually bought in a random pickups video from eBay because I wanted to add it in. So yeah, but disc only, that goes for £6 on eBay. So yeah, potentially I will look to sell that on. But the whole package, so the Wii, all the controllers, all the cables and the game, the Motion Plus adapter, paid £10 for that. So yeah, really happy with that. Not upset that it doesn't work, because as I say, it's something that I can either look to repair or use it for parts. So yeah, really happy with that. And then right at the end of the boot fair, I actually then picked up two more bits. And these aren't for my gaming collection. These are actually going to go into my other collection, which is my Star Wars. And we've got two Star Wars books. So we've got the 1984 Star Wars Return of the Jedi Summer Special. So these are, this is a visual novel sort of thing. Yeah, that so paid 50p for that, goes for about £7.50 on eBay. And then the other one we've got is the Return of the Jedi, the storybook based on the film. This one goes, once again, paid 50p for this, goes for £8 on eBay. So yeah, I saw them there, just wanted to pick them up so that I can add them into the Star Wars collection that I've got. And that is going to wrap it up. So that is all the pickups that we made at the Isle of Wight boot fair. So let's quickly run through the totals before we wrap up today's video. So total spend was £52. if we picked up everything that we could from CEX, we would have paid £333. And if we picked everything up from eBay, we'd be looking at £494. So yeah, an absolutely monumental amount of pickups there. I will say I didn't really see anyone else at the boot fair picking up video games, so it was definitely a completely different experience from when we are at the normal boot fairs, where I'd probably say half the people there are jumping on people as they pull in, asking if they've got video games, whereas yeah, the Isle of Wight boot fair, didn't really see anyone picking up video games. And I'd say probably 80 to 90% of the games that I saw, I actually picked up myself. So yeah, really happy with that. Definitely a brilliant haul from the boot fair. So that is going to wrap up today's video. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.